Hello, how are you? First of all, it's baking hot. I'm like dying of heat, but whatever. I thought, you know what, let's make it a little bit hotter. Let's turn on these photography lamps. Let's just bake, you know? It is a hot day. I'm powering through. Anyway, today I am talking about my 5 favourite Jo Malone candles for the daytime and my 5 favourite Jo Malone candles for the evening. I was going to do just my general 5 favourite Jo Malone candles, but honestly it was just too hard to narrow it down to just 5, so I had to do 5 for the daytime, 5 for the evening. So I hope that's okay. And yeah, I guess we should start. Also, I'm just gonna wave this candle at you. This is what a Jo Malone candle looks like. They do have a few different variations on packaging, like the townhouse candles are kind of more like a ceramic white. I will try and put a picture here. There's also the garden candles, which are really pretty, and they've got like a floral print on, but most of them, the classic style ones, look like this. Oh, and also the Cologne Intense ones are black, but again, a very similar design. So I just wanted to show that to you. Anyway, I guess we should crack on and let's do the daytime ones first. So first of all, let's talk about Lime Basil Mandarin. It is obviously going to be my first choice when it comes to a daytime candle. It's beautiful, it's punchy, it's zesty, it's just so joyful and fresh and lovely and citrusy, but it's got this kind of like peppery green basil note, which is so pretty and so elegant and so kind of like unexpected. And that's kind of what makes it from a citrus candle, which would be pretty, but into something quite magical. I love it. I love Lime Basil Mandarin. A lot of people have tried to copy it. Nobody quite gets there. It's just really good. And then the next one that I would recommend for the daytime is Green Tomato Vine. This is a little bit of a dark horse in the collection. I don't feel like this candle gets as much love as it deserves. It's such a good candle. It's so beautiful. It's so unexpected. It's just literally like nostalgic greenhouse tomatoes. Like, it smells so richly green and sunshiny, and I don't know, there's just that unmistakable smell of like a really fresh tomato vine, and it's so green and so lovely. And yeah, it just smells like the ultimate greenhouse from your childhood. It's so beautiful and it's such a good candle. Like, I love it, and I wish more people talked about it, so I'm gonna talk about it. And then the next one I would recommend is Blackberry Bay. This one also has a green note, but you smell more of the blackberry. I was gonna say blackcurrant, but it's blackberry. So it's got this real dark, juicy, warm, kind of delicious red fruity note, but then it's also got the green bay leaves. It's really lovely. It's kind of, again, it's got a nostalgic theme. It's quite playful. It's just lovely. It's delicious. It's Moorish. It's quite jammy. It's just lovely. And I love it for the daytime, but it does actually transition quite nicely into the evening time. And it's also lovely for, I would say, kind of like autumn, winter daytime. It's just like so pretty, so uplifting, so joyful. It's just, it can't be beaten. The next, I think I would go for English Pear and Freesia, because it's just, again, it's very floral, it's very pretty, it's very signature scent of the brand. So if you're looking for a gift, English Pear and Freesia is a really, really, really good one to give, especially if she's a little bit younger. I don't know, there's just something about English Pear and Freesia where it's just a beautiful, fruity, floral, joyful candle, and I love it. I think it's just so pretty. And then finally, another floral. This one is Orange Blossom. This one is gorgeous. It's a little bit more elegant. It's kind of like orange and florally, and just a really good addition of an Orange Blossom. Like, I think sometimes Orange Blossom can be quite polarizing, and I think Jo Malone have really nailed the perfect Orange Blossom. If you were going to scent a wedding, I think Orange Blossom would be the one. It's just gorgeous. It's so elegant and so uplifting and so, I don't know, it's very special, but it's also very daytimey. It just feels like you're going to enjoy a really special momentous day. Like it feels really special. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's dreamy, it's beautiful, it's lovely. So they are my 5 favourite for the daytime. But you know, what do you think? Like, you might love Peony and Blush Suede, you might love Fig and Cassis, you might love Red Roses, which again is absolutely gorgeous. It's a favourite of mine. But yeah, that's what I think for the daytime. And then for the evening, I've tried to pick out something a little bit more sensual, something a little bit more romantic and dark and comforting and more kind of just enveloping. You know, I wanted it to feel like a hug, a warm hug by the fire. So I would say the candle I have here, Pomegranate Noir, it's one of the most beautiful evening fragrances from the brand. It's so beautiful. It's kind of dark, it's kind of juicy, it's kind of romantic, kind of woodsy. Some people think it's quite masculine, some people think it's quite feminine. I personally think it's wonderful on everybody, and I just love it as a home fragrance. It's just got this comforting, warm, rich hug vibe, and I love it. I think it's probably my favourite Jo Malone evening candle, but that's just my personal opinion. And then next, I would personally go for Velvet Rose and Oud. I love this one. It's one of the Cologne Intense candles, so I think it's a little bit more money, but it's absolutely dreamy. It's a little bit like rose and oud and kind of quite Turkish delighty. It's kind of got this hint of sweetness, but it's also quite dark, smoky, heavy, rich roses. I think it's absolutely dreamy. I also love, 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 love the cologne. I think it's a dreamy fragrance. I think it's so beautiful, and I think a little bit under the radar as well. Next, I would go for Dark Amber and Ginger Lily, another one from the Cologne Intense collection. So beautiful, so rich, so kind of like, I don't know, floral and sweet and dark and night blooming-y, and I don't know, it's just really special. And if you love kind of like slightly sweeter notes, but also you want them balanced with something a bit heavier and richer, then I think Dark Amber and Ginger Lily is a beautiful choice. Next, I want to go for a little bit of a curveball. I'm going to go Peony and Moth. Now, I think this could be a daytime or an evening fragrance, but personally, I think evening. I don't know why. There's something about it which I just love. It's florally and it's pretty and it's pink and peony, but it's also got this deep, dark, earthy mossness. I think it's very lovely for like summer evenings, and I just think it's so special. This is actually from the Garden Charity candle collection. I will try and put a picture here actually, because it's a really special pot, and I don't know, I just love this perfume, and I think it's the perfect summer evening like candle. Like, I don't know, it's so pretty. It's just mossy and earthy, but also very peony-esque, and I don't know, it's just gorgeous. I love it. Yeah, I think it's really special. And then finally, I'm gonna go Maritonka, which I love. I think this one's really good because it's really rich and dark and woodsy and sensual and beautiful. But I think if you are a man, I think this is probably the best candle for a man. Or if you are having like a dinner party and you are having quite a few men there, that sounds so weird, but if, I don't know, it's quite a unisex perfume, and it's quite a unisex candle as well. So whereas like Velvet Rose and Oud or Dark Amber and Ginger Lily are like quite, I don't know, I think quite feminine dark fragrances, I think Maritonka is a little bit more, I don't know, I think it's for more everybody's palette, do you know what I mean? I think men will like it, women will like it. I think, I don't know, there's just something about Maritonka which I really love. And if you wanted to have multiple candles lit in the area, then Maritonka is one which is really beautiful combined with other candles, or you could just layer up the candles. But I don't know, there's just something about Maritonka which is kind of, it's very pleasing, but it's also, it's impossible for anybody to kind of think it's too sweet or too floral or too citrusy. Do you know what I mean? It's just a really lovely, comforting, but not too extreme fragrance, if that makes sense. I don't know, I just love Maritonka. I think it's so beautiful, and it really does feel like a giant candle hug. So I thought I would include it. And if you are searching for a candle for a man, maybe for Christmas, maybe for a birthday, whatever, I would always recommend Maritonka. I think it's such a great men appropriate candle scent. And fragrance as well. I think it's so good, and I think it's a little bit underrated. And like I say, if you are wanting to combine a few different fragrance candles, then Maritonka is one that I would definitely recommend having in the mix, because it just combines beautifully with everything, and it's just, I don't know, I just love it. I can't quite describe why I love it so much, but it's just really rich and dark and smoky and lovely, but it's kind of I don't know, it's not too sweet, not too floral, not too anything. It's just lovely. Like, it's kind of almost quite, I don't know, it's just a crowd pleaser. It is a crowd pleaser. What can I say? Anyway, they are my 5 favourite for the daytime. So we've got lime, basil, mandarin, green tomato vine, Blackberry Bay, English pear and freesia, and orange blossom for the daytime. And then for the evening we have pomegranate noir, velvet rose and oud, dark amber and ginger lily, and Maritonka, and peony and moss. And yeah, I hope that is of help. I hope I haven't waffled on for too long. Sorry, I kind of geeked out about candles for a minute there, but I hope it's of help. And if you are looking for candles as a gift, I would say my top 2 would be either Pomegranate Noir, if you want to get them something a little bit more evening-y, romantic, sensual, or I would say Lime Basil Mandarin for the daytime, because you just can't beat it. It's lovely. Yeah, and do you know what, if you get it wrong, Jo Malone are really good at doing exchanges even without a receipt, so, you know, just saying. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I will see you again soon. Have a lovely day. Goodbye.